welcome back to the channel, and this morning I'm going to be targeting brook trout. So what I have for my setup today is I just have two dead stick rods out, both with pieces of worm on them because it's illegal to use minnows in this lake, and I have them in jaw jackers just sitting. I'm just using the jaw jackers as rod holders, and I'm just watching the rods to see if they bounce up and down for when a fish gets on. I find with these brook trout the jaw jackers just tend to miss them, so it's better to just have them dead stick like this. In this hole here I have my GoPro, so I'm hoping to get some underwater footage of some of these brook trout, and that hole's in about 4 feet of water and that one is in less than a foot of water. So these brook trout are super shallow typically in this lake, as they are in most lakes in the winter. So I'm fishing pretty close to shore. It's just a big shallow flat that's like less than a foot up here, and then I'm kind of set up on the drop off, and then the middle of this lake gets to about 15 feet or so, and that's it. So stay tuned. Hopefully we get into some brook trout today. So there's brook trout number one of the morning, just a tiny guy, and hopefully I got that on the GoPro. And here's number two. Caught in no more than 8 inches of water. Number three, cute little guy. Well, this one's probably the prettiest one of the day so far. Some really nice colors on him. There he goes. And after that third one I caught just a few minutes ago, I looked at the underwater footage I got, and holy wow, like, I knew brook trout traveled in schools of like 3 to 4, maybe 5, but there were so many brook trout in that one school. Like, it was unbelievable. I had no idea that there were all those fish down there at the time. I thought there were maybe like 2 or 3 just from looking down the hole, but clearly the GoPro captured more, so that's just incredible. And now there's a bit of a snow squall happening, but the fish seem to be pretty active today. there goes number 5. And it is snowing heavily. It was not supposed to snow today. But that's not a bad thing, really. Okay, I think she's good to go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice, healthy release. Beautiful. That was probably a 13-inch brook trout or so. Nice. So anyways, a bit of a midday update. I just caught that 6th brook trout. I went like 3 hours without catching anything. I caught those 5 first ones pretty much as soon as I got here, and then it was super slow, and now it's starting to pick up again. But the weather has changed a bunch. The wind it's coming from the north now, and it's gotten colder. It's still pretty nice and warm though. And the snow has stopped. It stopped a while ago. But yeah, things are starting to pick up again, so we'll hopefully get into some more. There we go. There we go. Number 7 there, just a little guy. We'll put it back. There he goes. Nice. Alright, so I just put a fresh worm on this rod here, and I just caught a nice brook trout. Look at that. So this one's also one of the bigger ones of the day. Probably the second biggest, or maybe even the biggest, but there she goes. Yeah. There we go. Number 9. This sort of early afternoon bite has not been too bad now. Just another little guy. See you later.